Ah, there you go. Nice. Now that the recording's on, so I think the plan today, work on some of these multi-way spots, working on some pre-flop spots, tightening it up from when we get deep in the money in tournaments, making sure we're defending the correct ranges, we're not playing too wide, or we're just not missing our squeeze opportunities as well. So trying to get better at all this. And I think looking at it more under the lens of when we are 25% of the field, money bubbles in the money. That's going to be the crux of it today. So sweet. Who do I want to call on? Who will be the first victim? Oh, Jason's in the house. Jason, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Somehow I knew you were going to pick on me.
Always. Every if you're here, I'm calling on you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's why I'm
Uh,
here, man.
exactly. So sweet. We are, you see the position we're here, 50 players left in the money, 30. Um, First I'll ask you, would you defend this hand just to call for a min raise? Would
Yes,
you ever fold this? Yes.
yes.
Now, thinking of the way would you fold any offsuit ace in this spot? Are you calling every single offsuit ace? Obviously, I'm not thinking about the squeeze portion, the good portion. I just want to know if there's any you would fold.
Well, usually I would call, but a lot of times I notice when I run those hands through GTO Wizard, it tells me to fold, and so I sometimes I get kind of confused on those spots, to be honest.
And you know what's good? GTO Wizard, depending on how you're running it and where you're looking at your situations, those are chip EV, right? So the range will be, uh, let's say, considerably wider. Whereas when you get deeper in tournaments, your defending range condenses. So just understanding and knowing in these spots when small blind's not in there, are you in there with every single offsuit ace? That's something you're going to need to know
Yeah, I,
as we get deeper in these tournaments, and it'll make you a stronger player, right? So being sure about that. Let's see. Puck says ace two and ace three off might mix three bet and fold. I don't know. Let's see, right? Are you ever using the ace two and ace three off pucks?
Thanks to these sessions, I am sometimes.
What a beast. Beast. Personally, I don't. I don't think I do it enough. I mean, without information or without good HUD stats that are a little meaty on Iggy, 60 plus hands, I'm pretty straightforward. And then one other question for you, Jason. Are you defending your offsuit eights? 10-8, Jack 8, Queen 8, King 8 offsuit. Would you be calling those hands here?
in this situation with the guy, he's only got four big blinds. Is it correct?
Correct.
Probably not.
Offsuit nines? Are you in there with the offsuit nines? 9, 10, Jack 9, Queen 9, King 9.
Probably.
And that's your bottom. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's
And it sounds like your bottom's going to be all the offsuit ace X and uncertain in that region, which is okay. It's okay not to know. And then you're going to be calling, are you calling offsuit suited deuces? Are you folding a suited hand here? Are you folding 7 deuce suited?
probably,
Are you folding 7-3 suited?
probably.
Are you in there with 7-4 suited?
Oh,
The
yeah. I
Eagle
mean,
Claw.
when it gets to where I could also when it gets into straight territory also, then I
Suited
probably,
three gappers.
yeah.
That's yeah. So suited three. Okay. And this might seem kind of boring, but it's really good to be able to start visualizing our ranges nonstop in these situations.
Yeah. I,
So
I really struggle with multi-way. So,
yeah,
you can't run, I don't have like Wizard doesn't have that. And so a lot of times I'm left,
it has pre-flop. I mean, and post-flop, it's a whole different beast. You need the tools, and if you're playing just chip EV, even in the post-flop spots, it's not horrible, but
I just think, if you get short though, I,
check this out.
oh, wow.
And putts, that's why I was like, I don't know, man. Like, we got to be just tight here. We don't have any of that with this stack depth.
Yeah,
And
that's a
like,
heads up move, not multi-way.
yep. And then that's reserved for more late position stuff as well. I don't think versus EP, I mean, I guess it would be 10% or something, like 5%. It might mix with those low, but I almost just never do it personally. Occasionally on the final three tables or something like that. But yeah, look at this, man. And that's really good. We're a pip too wide here with the suited nines, and then look at this, brother.
Yeah.
7-4 suited. I mean, it's not horrible.
Yeah, see, it's got a little bit.
It's a little bit, but these suited, like, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I would ever like. I would be too loose in this region. I would never fold some of these suited kings. I would never fold king 8
For
suited.
sure. Yeah.
Like, actually never fold like king 5 suited plus. So this is good for me to see as well. I'd probably be
Well, the
GGing
cutoffs
myself
range.
with ace queen. Which one?
Cutoffs.
Oh, cutoffs. Here's
This
MP's opening
this
range.
range is
Flatting aces. Oh, not even flatting it.
not
Flatting
even
king
fun.
jack
Wow.
suit.
Okay.
And I would say the distinction between how the solver plays these flat spots and how the population will play will be much different. So
Yeah, I was gonna say that cutoff spot, you're gonna have to, that's gonna be opponent dependent, because you're gonna have some people that this short right on the bubble, they might just flat at almost everything, just,
they play weird. Yeah,
a
like this
lot,
is not.
wider range than what the solver is gonna flat, just to see.
But the
things,
whole
but-
goal isn't to try to overthink it and know your
Yeah.
like know a baseline strategy, right? Just know your baselines. I think in this spot, no matter what the stack depth is, you don't want to be in there with king 8 off, right? So as long as you know you don't want to be in there too wide with this kind of shit, right? And if you take something from the day like, damn, I can't be calling queen 8 offsuit, queen 9 offsuit, really multi-way in a big blind. You took something from today and it's good. I can't call every single suited hand. I thought I could. Now you're better. All right, Jay. What did it do, Jason?
Well, I'd probably just call if you want to know what I would do. It seems like I'm a little too deep to rip it.
Okay. That's
And,
fine. And call's good.
and I just don't, 3-bet with 2 people, and I don't know. I don't like that.
Okay. So what are you doing? Are you calling ace 9 offsuit here?
Yeah, probably.
Ace 8 offsuit?
After what I just saw, probably not.
Hey,
Hey, I'm learning, right? That's what you told me.
yeah, but I mean, we are a bit deeper here.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
true.
need to be taking some other things into consideration.
I mean,
But
the aces, I usually, if I'm calling, I think in the back of my mind, I'm calling just to try to flop couple 2 pair and bust somebody. So I don't know if that's the proper way to think about that.
we can
I could
add.
win I could win with an ace, right? But there's still a good chance that somebody's got a better kicker.
Well, I mean, I don't think your thought process is wrong. It just needs to have a bit more depth. Like we can't just like level one think, okay, I just want to flop. No, you're gonna be like, this is a reasonable equity hand. This ace X could be good. A lot of people won't double barrel. We're at least gonna be able to call a bet sometimes too if we turn straight draws or something like that. We're gonna be able to realize a bit more equity since people won't overbluff. A lot of people will just stab. So yeah, I think it could be reasonable in some of these spots, right? How about what's the worst pair that you raise here? Do you raise pocket tens?
Yeah, I'd probably consider it. Yeah, I
What
don't.
size?
Oh, maybe 10.
5x.
10 bigs because there's somebody else since I got the button also.
Okay. Tens plus Molten says, and what are you doing with ace king off? Just going 10 as well?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I would also be tempted to rip it. I mean, it's kind of big, but it's ace king off, and so I don't know.
I feel it.
I'd probably lean to 10 also.
Okay, fair. Let me see who else we have in here. Pucks. Mr. Pucks.
I feel
Yeah.
like Molten. I think we flat a lot here. Can you hear me? Sorry, I'm
No, you're good, bud.
walking in my apartment right now. I think this hand. I think Ace Jack, Ace Queen probably mix 3-bet. I think Ace King I like ripping.
Okay.
I wonder if we rip with like Jacks a little bit, like Jacks 10s rip some. And then I think that's it. I think it's a lot of flatting. I think this flat's wider. I don't think it necessarily flats every suited hand, but I think we're only folding like 5 or 6 combos versus the last one.
Okay.
And like suited offsuit 10s, I think is the bottom.
Offsuit tens in there. Now, I think there's one little concept that we may be missing at 40 big blinds when you get deep in these tournaments. I wonder if the solver is just or not the solver, but when we get deeper, we're just less likely to want to put in 40 bigs pre with as much as we would like 25, 20 bigs and stuff like that. I noticed when we're heads up in some situations at 40, you're flatting a shit ton of very strong hands. Like jacks and stuff like that, heads up, are just pure flats. Oh, and money bubbles or deep ICM spots. And tens are just not gonna 3-bet get it in, you know, when we're that deep. So I'm wondering if this range is a bit tighter when it comes to 3-betting and pretty loose when it comes to calling our suited hands and then being in there with offsuit tens and then still in there with ace queen as a flat and stuff like that. So let's see. We're calling here. Still some ripping. Yeah, you still are ripping. Offsuit tens always in there. Mixing here though. Look at ace queen being able to flat. Flat. You can mix flat with everything but ace king. Jacks plus. Look at tens. I like ripping with jacks, not tens. So this will help beat ace king. Really, the only hand you
Not
love
really
ripping.
jacks either, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, like outside of you want to. Yeah, you can rip jacks as well, but I mean, look at the EV fall off toe, so like you have to do it. Look at the tens. Like you don't lose a ton of EV by ripping, but it's not the best, but it's still profitable. Somebody said nines. Nines really like to call, but at the same time, if you punt, it's not a massive punt to jam nines. If you start looking at the game like that, like a little bit more EV and ripping ace queen and ace king, you cannot flat, of course. Let me see anything. Hey, Pucks. Here you go, you savage. This is what you were talking about before.
Yep. See, there it is.
Here it is. The ace 2 and ace 3 off. Yeah, these sneaky things show up a lot. This shows up a lot. So very good.
This is
Still
like
look-
you said, it's low jack, it's not early position and button.
Yeah,
So that's why we
it's
can
later
get better now.
position. Yeah. If it's EP, I don't do it, but if it's later position, I consider it for sure. Nice-oo. You're on hand number 3, Jason. Keep it rolling. You're doing a great job.
This spot. Say I hate the big blind with 6 big blinds.
Why?
Well,
He's not even like.
just only because it reopens the action. If I call here and he rips it, then I'm kind of no man's land with the king 9.
No, are you? You're never folding, brother. If it's somehow, if you jammed and it went back to you on a small blind and somehow those two, you would happy call because you would have jammed first in anyway. I think sometimes we create this weird monsters under the bed situation. And I want like you guys, when we approach these hands, to like approach them with confidence. A lot of times I'm like listening to our first thoughts. I think that's very interesting how we first interpret a situation. And a lot of times there's so much fear over things that really don't exist. It's monsters under the bed. This dude has fucking 6 bigs and 8-2 off here. You know, who cares?
I'm not saying I wouldn't call.
I know. I know. I just like our first thoughts about the situation.
I know, but that was my first thought. It's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
he's gonna rip.
My first thought is something aggressive or this is a nice hand.
I also think he's
And-
less likely to rip, right? Because he's
Yeah,
got
he's committed.
he's got little fold equity and a shitload of people in his hand, right? So should be pretty honest.
Yeah, I don't really think about these stacks that are just, you know, relegated to needing to wake up with the hand. They just are nothing to me. But I don't know. I'm just trying to. We're talking as poker players here, brother. This is what this group is about. Not trying to needle or anything.
No, I get it. I like it.
So cool. So you V pipping this, my friend?
Yeah.
And how so? Are
I
you
probably-
just calling or are you ever squeezing?
Well, to be honest, I probably just call. Squeeze
Okay.
not bad because I do have, I am chip leader at the table at least, or not in this hand, I guess. I
Right.
get most chips. So I'd probably just call.
Neat. Calling this. Okay. How about our suited tens? King 10, Jack 10, Queen 10, suited jacks, King Jack, Queen Jack. You know, what are you doing with that region? Are you just flatting that region?
Yeah, if I'm being honest, yes, I would probably still flat it, but that's why I'm here.
I appreciate the honesty. And a part of you inside knows that you probably can squeeze that, right? Or you
Yeah,
probably should be.
I need to find that spot. I obviously I know if I have a big hand, I'd put pressure on them, but I'm missing that bottom portion, the pseudo bluff portion for the
Yep.
season.
And I think that's why we're here today. I think there's certainly that region is missing from a lot of players. So, all right, cool. I got you. How about your pairs? What are you doing with pocket sevens and eights here?
Those I'd probably rip those.
But you're calling King Jack suited.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, probably. I just say.
Yeah.
I mean, I've learned that. About this spot. I can rip those pairs. They don't play too well. I can't calling those. I'm just almost hoping for a set. So.
Okay.
But the suited broadways, I probably don't do enough with those.
See, this is interesting. A lot of interesting discussion in the chat as well. Skater Die says you need tens plus skate. How you doing, brother? Little bro. You got your mic?
Yep.
All right, give me what's the worst pair you jam here?
So guys, the worst pair would probably be tens. I'm thinking between tens and jacks.
What about your suited tens? King 10 suited, Queen 10 suited, Jack 10 suited. Are you jamming those or calling?
Yeah, I think I'm probably more than likely jamming those.
Suited jacks so if you're taking the suited tens, you're taking suited jacks plus. How about your suited aces? Ace 4, ace 5. Are you ever jamming those?
Yeah, I think I like those as jams, not the ace deuce.
How about ace 6, 7, 8? You jamming those as well?
Nope. No, not those. Those are the worst. Other than ace deuce, those are the worst suited aces.
So you're going to jam ace 9 suited plus?
Not sure. I don't think so.
These are good things to think about. Like we're going to be in this spot.
I think we could, if we jam ace 9, we can be behind if they have an ace. So I'm not sure what I do with ace 9.
Under the bed. And monsters.
Yeah, I'm not sure. No. I mean, just like for reverse implied odds, I'm thinking.
Okay. Let's see how you guys fared. I'm hopefully when we're reviewing this, if I don't call in, you should be kind of constructing your range and see how we do in this spot. So are we ever flatting like the suited nines and stuff like that in this spot? I'm uncertain.
I don't think so.
You say no on the flat.
No, I don't think we flat.
Nopers. And look at this. Not much
Yes.
flatting. Look, jamming, ace 5. Look at you, skate, ace, but you got to play the ace 8. But ace 8's like, man. Ace 9's in there for sure.
Okay, a little bit.
Yep. Suited tens. Here you go. So Jason, this is a region where we really can improve. Okay, like this is the region. Listening to our thought process, we can improve tenfold because there's just not any flatting with this shit. I mean, I'd probably accidentally GG myself with Jack 10 suited at some frequency in game.
Right?
I mean, I'm not cheating, so I don't know the chart every single chart off the top of my head. I'd probably yeet this in sometimes, not
What-
know.
What's going on with the Queen 10 suited? Is there like
Oh,
is
the
it
snap
indifferent?
jam. I mean, if I'm in game, no. It's indifferent, but at the same time, I would snap jam this in game. What's up, Jackson? Is this real money? And never can't hide from it. All right, so yep, that's a cool range. And yeah, the ace four. This stuff is like, I think when you see this, you see it to fold, you're not making a mistake. There can be some profit here. And if we're looking at our opponent, say, hey man, this guy is kind of raise holding a lot. He's opening 35% when folded to or something like that from all positions, 40%. He's got a very high VPIP. And this guy is just a flatting fish. Definitely just jamming more of these suited aces comfortably. Like these partial frequencies just all day. Last one, Jason. Sliver of the king 3 bet. King 9 3 bet. Yeah. All right, you playing this one?
Yeah, I'd probably call. I hate ripping this one just because I hate ace deuce. But I do like, I will throw in the ace four, ace five sometimes.
Okay. Yep.
I just call this.
Calling this. What's the worst off suited ace you jam with?
But again, probably back that what we just looked at, something similar. So ace
9 suited plus?
Yeah, ace nine, ace 10 maybe, and then the full ace five, ace four as a semi, bluffy type of thing.
Okay. So jamming some of the will aces and then ace 10 for sure off. How about your pairs? Are you jamming what's the worst pair you jam?
Again, I'd probably sevens. I'd probably rip those. I mean, those maybe, I don't know. That chart had sixes on there, and it's a little different situation. But
Jason, this is
Uh,
this is your opportunity to shine.
opportunity to shine.
Cutoff open. What pairs are you jamming? Sixes plus, fives plus?
Yeah, I might just rip everything.
Yay! You peek at that chat. They're trying to tell. Yeah,
No,
I
I
think
don't.
I don't think I might be jamming. I'm probably jamming every single pair. Yeah, what pair am I not jamming? Aces, not jamming aces. 3 bet to 6 bigs with aces. There it is, folks. Cool. We'll just quickly go through this one. Let me see. Yeah, let's just quickly do this one. So he's calling here. Let's see if anybody jamming. Any jam the suited ace. I'd do it. Molten ashes. Flatting will aces and jamming stronger ones. I think this might be a situation where maybe it wants to flat some of these lower ones. And then just jam slightly better. Beat says jam that. No, wait a minute. Are we jamming every single offsuit and suited ace in all pairs? Is it that spot? Jam all your aces in pairs. Nope. Barely. Ace 10 off plus and all the suited aces. And if you did jam this, it wouldn't be horrible beats. I would jam all pairs, but we don't get to. That's funny. And then having the optics sometimes, Jason, like when you see, I have been in these situations like, wow, this guy in the cutoffs opening into 1, 2, 3 rejam stacks, and he's committed to call damn near 2 of them. And he's kind of tight. Like we have to be poker players sometimes too, and don't just think about a chart like, oh wow, this guy's opening. He's going to be committed to calling an all in. He's already kind of tight. And I think his range is going to be tighter than theory because he thinks he's getting jammed on a lot, right? That you have to be able to think like that sometimes on like a very baseline level and condense our range. So I think this is good. Beats. We'd be, how's our EV doing? Calling much higher here, beats. So when we're jamming these pairs, it's not that bad. Like sevens. It starts to get bad at like Threes and deuces, I guess, are horrible beats. So Jason better than us. Well done, brother. Cool. Let's see who else we have here today. Jackson, you ready to use your mic? Enlighten us, my friend.
Hold on, let me move this so I can see how many people are in it. 50 by 30.
EP open cutoff call. BB just dead. We're in a small blind.
And we're the chip. We're covering all stacks. I guess we can squeeze here. Non-0% chance at non-0 percentage at the time. I don't like calling because you're going to be out of position against three opponents.
Okay.
But it is a strong enough hand. Ace Jack is not as bad as it has been made out to be. You can flop some double gutties with it as well.
We know what's going on with the hand, brother. So we just raising here. What size you going?
I'm sneaky though, so I do something very cute. I go 6, which is never going to be theory.
Okay. So going 3x, and that also, if you're going to use that with a pretty linear range, are you bluffing? Are you doing that with king? Any suited jacks, tens, or anything like that? Like
if I'm going 6 here, I'm going in this spot. I'm going
strong linear
7, just with range. Yeah.
Okay.
Kings, everything. Just 6, 7.
With the strong linear portion. Okay. Are you flatting the lower pairs in this spot as well? Are you flatting 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s?
You're not supposed to, but I would.
I don't think you're not supposed to.
Okay.
I don't think the EV of that decision is as bad as you think.
And actually, because
I think people just miss it
way
sometimes.
more often. We do it way more often when we cover because like they can apply pressure to us versus we can apply pressure to them and rep a lot of pairs that come out 6 and 7 as well. So
with that in mind, having this interesting discussion here, are you flatting your suited connectors? 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8 as well. Like, are you in there with those?
Not as often as I should be, but you make a good point. Probably should.
9, 10 suited?
Yeah.
I know you're in there with that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see. He wants to raise, and he's going to exploitatively use a different size. This is a very interesting range from the small blind, right? These are spots you don't look at practically ever. EP open, cutoff call, and you're in a small blind with this shit. So let's see. Look. Very good. And it doesn't like all these. But guess what? Like, look at your EV. Like, do you think you're going to be able to, versus population, print this EV? Jackson versus some of these people, right? These green tags. Like, these are the kind of spots that I've been looking at kind of and seeing how we do versus population. Obviously getting in with the pairs, but look at ace jack suited as well. You're not happy to raise and squeeze. You get worse to fold and better to call. You don't want to fold out better, but yeah, this is ace jack and ace 10 suited when we get in these iterations seem to be calling a lot. And then everything else squeezing. You said you would go 3x?
Yeah, 3 to 3.5.
5x. You don't want to really take this. You're going to go multi-way for sure and go 3-way. Like, I guess you don't want to do that too often. You have dust. You're used to this spot. Is this your bottom?
I fold a lot of king queen more than I should, but here you don't really have and you gotta die with something. King queen's not I would just jam king queen with that.
So are you going with king jack off?
I'll go with king jack off, sure.
Over it.
I'll go with anything. I'll go with a lot here because like we're gonna get 2 big blinds extra anyway, so we're gonna get great odds.
King 10 off?
King 10 off. King 10 off specifically with the 10s, you're supposed to be a little bit more adverse to playing them. But man, because like yeah, king because 10x is often just dominated by everything. All your ace 10,
Yeah, yeah.
and all the worst tens would fold. Then your king is going to be ace king, king queen as well.
So
King
yes or
jack,
no?
even suited. Oh, am I going with king jack? That's the
Yeah,
question.
would you, I'm
Oh,
just
king
trying
10,
to get.
king 10.
Yeah.
I probably fold king 10. I just
Okay.
think I heard that you're supposed to be folding.
What's the worst offsuit ace?
uh 9.
Ace 9. Okay. And are you going with pocket deuces? Pocket threes.
Nah, I'd probably fold the
Fives plus?
5 is my favorite hand, but I would probably roll for it.
Okay. Let's see how Molten did. Molten says ace 9 off, ace 7 suited plus, king queen off, king 10 suited plus, fives plus. King queen off, ace 10 off, ace 8 suited, king jack suited, queen jack suited, fives. So Pucks, you're folding king 10 suited.
He's got king 10.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that
King
would,
10
if
off.
I'm looking down the barrel of king 10 suited, this should be really tough. But
It's
are we ever folding our suited 10s here?
it's close. I think
Let's see.
king 10 suited might not be in there.
Oh,
never
yeah,
mind.
it's this weird stuff where you're supposed to be flatted. I don't know if I'm ever folding king 10 suited. Like, I never would, but don't think I could fold king 10 suit. Nah, not this short. And Jackson, you're partially right. It's fine. You get it in, it's fine. And look at the EV. You can get in these suited 9s are better to call, but wow, this is the stuff people miss. Suited connectors just calling. This stuff not good enough, but it just does not want to fold.
I'd probably start folding at 10-8 suited and under.
Yeah, we've seen this before. Look how much EV it's printing as well. It's pretty reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
And we still are going with deuces and threes. Yikes.
I guess it could be both have ace king.
Go ahead, Jackson.
7
Are you
28.50 over
flatting
30.
this?
Yeah, I'll flat this. And on the button, I'll play a lot of pairs. And
Uh-oh. He gone? Jackson, you
Oh.
gone?
I'm here. Can you guys hear me? No?
He
Yeah,
gone.
I can hear you. I can
I can hear you. I can hear
Let
Jackson.
me see. Molten, step in real quick.
wait.
Oh, can you hear me?
I know you know
Six-
the drill. You keep it clean,
Sixes, can you hear us?
concise.
Can you hear us?
Because it's muted.
I hear you guys.
Or is it
too.
my mic that died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's your mic.
It wasn't written.
Sixes, you muted us. How?
I just let him know on Skype.
Hold on. What did I do? Everyone else can hear me. I can't hear. Hello?
We can hear you too, Sixes.
What the fuck did I do? Bro,
Well, it's been a good class, guys.
this
Take
has never
care.
happened. Hold on.
Testing, testing.
Hello?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Bro, what the fuck is going on?
So you got some?
The
I
solver
wondered.
is alive.
He's trying to
Your
fix it.
headset disconnected from your computer. Is that what it is? No, it's this. I'm gonna redo it. Sorry. My bad, guys. I don't know how that happened. Hello?
Yo.
Well, I hear you guys on a computer, like.
Also, you can hear me on the computer, just not on the headset.
No, I got you guys now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No worries.
Dude, I have no idea how that happened.
Eh,
Yeah, we're back.
AT&T is down nationwide, they say.
Really?
That's what I heard on the internet today.
Mine's back though.
Yeah, mine was fine.
By
But I don't know if I have AT&T. I think I have Metro or something.
Well, I have
Alright.
Cricket, but same network.
I
Do
called
the
it.
damn.
I got free AT&T. Sorry.
All right. Brandon Bragg posts. Well done, Skate. All
I call here.
right, calling. Are
On
you
the
calling
lobby
all your
button.
pairs?
Yeah, on the button. I tend to want to play the button because it's like it's just an OP position to play. A lot of
Okay.
good things can happen on the button. You can barrel
Yeah.
a lot of bricks.
We try to keep it to the ranges, my brother. We get it. We
Oh,
get
okay, I
it.
understand.
You know what I'm saying? We don't, I mean,
I
we don't need to free. We're not trying to freestyle on um the benefits of playing
uh-huh.
set ranges. We're just really trying to like hone in
Hammer
on
ranges.
what
Well,
the range actually is. And not just the
um,
specific hands,
I
but
guess
the range. We're
I
trying to
guess
stay.
all pairs and
How about your offsuit aces? Like we
um
start try to
offsuit
keep,
aces.
yeah.
I will
Start with what?
ace queen.
Folding ace jack. Oh,
Yeah, I fold ace jack off here.
never squeezing it. Never mixing squeeze.
We
Ever.
raise sometimes, but
Okay.
given this specific table, we're like the short stack at the table. I don't like a non all in raise. It would have to be an all in or a
Okay. What about
fold for me.
the suited aces? What's the worst one
Uh,
you play?
I play all the suited aces.
Okay, that's fair. Just finding flats or 3-bet squeeze with the strong linear portion.
I
Gotcha.
probably
How
play a
about your
lot of
suited
suited
tens?
kings. I play a lot of all the suited kings.
All the suited kings.
Down to king deuce suited.
What in the hell? That's a leak.
Yeah. You're probably supposed to stop at king nine suited.
But I mean, at the games you're playing, they're so I know what you're saying, but that's a definitely. I mean, it might be an exploit for your games in the piss low. Like, there's no way that's theoretically correct. But
yeah, for sure. It would stop at king nine suited.
okay, cool.
Queens going down to queen eight suited. Jacks suited tens. Down to 10-9 suited. Even though the chart before this said 10-8.
I can't take it anymore. I cannot take it anymore. It's too much waddling, and it's like we got to be like, for instance, we're not calling you guys that I want to range. For anybody new here, like start with your offsuit aces or start somewhere. If you start with an ace, or if you start with suited aces, tell me where you're playing it, V-pipping plus. Then you move over to your suited region and start with your suited tens, nines, eights, sevens, wherever you think the range starts. And then I know pluses from there. Then you have your pairs, start from there plus, and then go offsuit. Like, we have a lot of people here, and I want it to be just, and you're going to be 12 tabling, and your brain needs to work like that. Right? So, yeah, we start with offsuit aces. Like, okay, I'm going to go ace jack off plus, and then probably all my pairs, suited tens, ace 8 suited plus, and then I might be like starting at king 7 suited plus and stuff like that. Suited connectors. And the range always is kind of built in like that. There's not going to be too many weird islands outside of at final tables where it wants to use some suited kings and aces.
Okay.
And then have these gaps, but also mix in some of these suited aces and stuff like that. Everyone that has PC needs to watch Affleck range, or yeah, there's just like a memorization I'm trying to build for you guys here that just makes your lives easier. Like, there's just no way we jump around when we're trying to visualize our charts and our ranges like that.
I do have a little difficulty with I understand exactly what it is you're asking for. I personally do have like with like especially when it comes to the tens, like I when I'm trying to like read them myself, I'm like I have a hard time even finding where the tens are on the chart. Like, but
no, it's a good exercise. I mean, I'm only good at this because I've been doing this for years.
Yeah.
I'm sharp as fuck at this. Like, I can just do this in my sleep.
I'll be in the suited section of the matrix, and I'm supposed to be looking for the off-suited section of the matrix. I do understand what you're asking.
Well, it's all fluid, yeah. Like, so for instance, we're at offsuit. Like, is this the worst offsuit ace? Like, are you calling ace jack off plus here?
No.
Okay, now we're moving over. So if you're not calling ace queen offsuit jacks, you're going to call ace queen plus or ace king off. Are you folding this?
I fold this.
So ace king off plus, and then we move over to pair. What's the worst pair you call?
Jacks.
Folding tens. Okay. How about, so I can assume you're folding out your king 10 suited, queen 10 suited, jack 10 suited. Are you ever calling king jack suited, king queen suited? Probably a hell no.
No.
Where are you calling ace jack suited?
No.
Ace queen suited plus, ace queen off plus, and jacks plus.
Yeah, ace queen suited maybe the bottom, but I probably fold that a third of the time.
Okay, I mean, I like the real shit, keeping it real. Who else do we have? Mosley, J.O. Mosley, my man. What's up, champ? You in here?
Yeah, I'm here, man. What's up?
Good to see you, brother.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. What's the bottom of your calling range for your offsuit ace sets? Are you calling ace jack off here ever?
No, I'm not. The worst would be ace queen. I'll call it. I'll call off ace queen.
Worst pair.
Worst pair to call off would be sevens.
Whoa. No pain, Rocky. He's calling sevens plus. How about your suited ace? Are you calling ace jack suited here?
Yep.
No pain, Rocky. So he's in there with ace queen off, ace jack suited, and sevens plus. Are you folding king queen suited? I must ask.
King queen suited. I probably should. So yeah, I'm gonna fold that.
Or you're gonna fold that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably should fold it. So let's go ahead and fold it.
All right.
I don't know if I have enough. Go ahead.
No, it's cool. No one is concerned about the cutoffs. Just call here. Well, you're not concerned. It's still getting in sevens. Think we have full equity. Feels like this range should be a bit tighter when people are just flat here. Here's the cutoffs flat range. Tens, aces, kings, some flatting ace, jack, ace, queen. I mean, you're doing okay versus the eights, the nines. This, yeah, this is yeah. Let's see how that influences our get in range, and if these ace queen wants to just feel like ace queen still be maybe the bottom, but I wonder if it's just zero. Nopers. Whoa! Ace queen suited even folding when you see that range. Damn, guys. Tens are even shook. So jacks plus ace king. A lot of us torched it in this spot. Whoever said H jack suited is probably getting torched in this spot. Anybody that had an H jack in there is pretty like this is barely printing, right?
Yeah, that calling range is really strong from the cutoff, right? The 12 big was flatting.
Aces, kings. He's flatting aces. He would never raise aces, right? So
yeah,
it's pretty rough. Keep it going, Jackson. Whoa. Well,
I think
On to the next hand.
Are you back to me or on Jackson?
oh, Jack, it's still on Jackson. I'll get back to you, my friend.
You can go to the next hand. I think we
Thank
all
you.
here. Am I still muted? Can I be heard?
No, I can hear you.
Yeah, we just you need the ranges though. The same as the last ones.
Still tight as hell. Are you gonna be able to get an ace queen here?
No, not at all. I couldn't get an ace queen on the last one either.
But you're shorter here.
Oh, we are shorter here, but yeah, those are some big all-ins.
Yes. That's a good astute observation as well. So
yeah, and for like I definitely get cut off doing this thing. Something I'm trying as well, 30, 25 big jams, 20 big jams. But when you get called, it's gonna be for 30, I imagine it's gonna be ace 10 plus and like eights plus. So I guess with us we can maybe do jacks plus again.
okay. Jacks plus. Folding tens. Let me see. Ace king and jacks plus. Molten says you ain't folding jacks. We ain't folding jacks. Much wider. We are shorter than we were before. And this is that all-in range from the cutoff. This is what the cutoff doesn't mind jamming here. And it's pretty cool. I think I mixed this in more so at 25 and 20 than I do at 30. But this looks really cool at 30. Not doing enough of this. And then this call range for that. Nah, this is broken. It's broken. Don't ignore. This shit is busted as hell. Ain't no way. Nah.
Yeah, that's
Broken.
Yeah.
The range has to be like what you guys are saying. There's no way this shit is broken. Don't pay
Yeah,
attention to it. I might do next hand here. Ooh. Quickly, Jackson. Yes or no?
no.
No?
That's enough for me, dog.
I would have been GG'd here. This deep. All right, we got 10 hands in. I want to move up to now. This was we're going to move up to the next spot, which is 17.5. Okay, which is closer on the money bubble, and then we're going to get in the money as well. So we're trying to get in 30 hands today. We got wrecked. That one of those is mine, just misclicking or not misclicking, just saying nah, I'm calling it off. It's whatever though. Let's do another one. Multi-way, and this is more money bubble. This will be a different animal. Let's see. Let's call on gotta run. Take care, Beats. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Let me see who we have here. Corey Dub. What up, Corey?
What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
Good, good. Just
just
soaking it all in, soaking it all in.
Now it's time to get in here and perform. Carry us,
Right.
my friend. Carry us.
Okay. All right.
So you're in here with the pairs. Would you be finding a flat here? Now, there's a big difference. Last time there were 50 players left and 30 remain. Now there's 35 players remain and 30 in the money. So you calling these pairs in this spot, running 40 big blinds equal with EP?
First early position raise. Probably flatting twos and better.
Okay.
Ace 10 off and better. I would 3-bet.
Okay.
And
Sliding on
then
the pair. What's the worst pair that you raise?
worst pair that I'd raise. Let's say eights. Eights
plus.
and better.
Okay, suited aces.
Suited aces. Let me see. Probably. I feel like ace 5 is always on all the charts, but like it really would start at ace 9 and better, ace 10 and better.
Okay. And
maybe
are you playing your...
like some?
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say maybe throw in like some of those hands that aren't good enough to call, but you can bluff with them. The ace 4, ace 5, and then but for real the ace 9 and better for suited aces.
Okay. And are you playing your suited eights? Jack 8, Queen 8, King 8 suited in this spot ever?
Probably throw in like a queen, suited queen and better. Here
So
and
Queen
there,
8,
maybe.
King 8. Okay. And this
Yeah,
we need these honest responses. Like I mean, it's good for you guys to be honest with what you would do in game here. So we don't make the mistake in game again, and we just lose the money here to the solver. And then we say, oh, we don't have to do that anymore. And like look at this. Like there's just no way we could play those. Like this shit just never gets to play, brother, anymore. Like now that we're on this side of a money bubble, ace 10 suited, like you just don't want to get in some weird confrontation with 40 bigs. And I was alluding earlier, what I was saying, how we react with 40 big blinds at 25% of the field. This is how, like now it's a different ball game. Like now we're getting real tight. Tens are mixing fold, for fuck's sake. It's 0 EV to play the damn hand. How many people at the mid and small stakes are doing this? 0? How many people are griefing their entire stack with 9 tier 10s in the 1650 or $11 tournament? A lot.
Everyone.
A lot.
So this is where we need to be stronger. And this is why personally I think I've been able to make a lot more money is just not griefing these spots. And it feels weird to be a nit with some of this portion of the range, but you notice you don't just get yourself in situations where you're punting chips. Like nobody's folding Jack 10, Queen 10, King 10 suited in this spot.
There's basically no shove range except the ace kings.
Yep. I
Some of
mean,
the
we are
time.
5 off the money here with 40 bigs. We just do not
Oh,
want to grief.
okay.
But I'll be
Gotcha.
honest with you, like these flats with these pairs that are 0 EV, it doesn't affect your utility. You're in position. And I think there's nothing that can really go wrong for you. You're not going to have the reverse implied odds. You're just going to call check fold. And when you hit a set, you're going to win a big pot. So I don't want
Right.
you guys to be giga nits with some of these type of hands that are 0 EV that are just going to flop a set and it doesn't hurt your utility. You're not going to bluff your entire stack off on run outs. I don't want you to do that when it checks to you and try to bluff these people off to just call. But at the same time, like calling here can't be horrible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, keep it going. What did we learn? Corey, are you flatting?
No flat.
No flat. What are you doing with your suited tens to lay position? King
Suited 10.
8, King 10, Queen 10, Jack 10 suited. Are you playing those?
Yes. Yeah.
Flatting or raising?
Is it the same setup? Who raised first?
This time it's the
Hijack?
hijacking cutoff. Before it was the MP, I believe.
Right. Sorry. So I'm sorry. I guess I was looking at early position again. I would raise. I mean, I would call King 6 and better. I guess probably all the suited aces. At least a call. With some three bets in there once it gets a little stronger, and then most of the pocket pairs, not all of them, calling.
We've done one hand of this. Last hand was our first example. What was the big takeaway from the last hand? What was the big takeaway? How tight it wanted us to be. Right? And you still want to kind of play this King 7, King 6-ish stuff, right?
No. Right.
No, here we go. I mean, it's raising, not flatting. No more of this weird little flatty stuff.
Oh,
This stuff is good
we're on
enough.
the bubble
These
here
pairs.
too. Right?
Yes. When you do flat, and I definitely don't want you guys to knit it up with this stuff, even though it's showing full frequency. Like, I feel like personally against population, just set mining even these when it doesn't affect our utility and position. It feels stupid as hell not to just take the 0 EV spot in the piss low.
Right.
Maybe if I'm playing the 300s, I go play live and the players are super good and I know guys are professionals and high level players behind me. I just don't torch the EV. But against most people, I'm just going to flick this kind of stuff. But like, once again, man, like wanting to flick these type of hands is like a big mistake we see at a lot of low stakes and mid stakes players make, in my opinion. Like there's just way too much of wanting to flat some of these type of hands in this spot, third in. And then just torching bigs. But yeah, here's our suited 10s, Queen 10, Jack 10, gone.
Right.
3-bet 25%, fold 75% of yeah. Using these as bluffs, right? Yeah, these gaps. And I was talking about this earlier, like little gaps here. But I'll be honest, in your games, like these are just I don't know if it's all you better have a damn good read and feel and know you better know what you're doing. I would almost stay away from this until you're really studied. People see this, like, dude, it's 0 fucking EV and people are trying to get cool. But if you just play solid fundamental poker in this spot and kind of nitty, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, we don't see these kind of spots too often, but if you did just complete here and got raised, would you fold? Yay or nay?
Yeah.
The range is too big and too complex for me to ask you about specific hands and regions. I think just kind of going with naturally, are you folding any suited hand that you completed in this spot? What if you completed 8-3
yeah.
suited? Would you fold it?
If I completed it, what do you mean?
If you completed
Mhm.
in the small blind, just called with
Oh,
7
gotcha.
deuce suited, and he made it 3, would you fold?
Probably. I'm talking like I'm looser than I really play. I really play more nitty. Knowing I'm on the button next hand, I mean it would depend a little bit, but yeah, I'm not playing every suited hand.
You only get to fold 2 of them.
7-2.
You know why this region's blocked out, right? Because you're supposed to raise it.
Mm,
Raise it. Look how much
Yeah.
raising you're doing here.
everything.
Yep, damn near. You can mix raise with everything. We have him covered, right?
hmm
On a money bubble situation. And your brain shouldn't go to anything but I can be the aggressor in this spot with a lot of my range. We fold offsuit 7s and then 8-2 and 7-2. All 8 offsuit 7s and below, and then offsuit 8s plus all ace-x, and then everything suited. If you were to Ooh, all right. Go ahead, Corey. Are you calling?
Let's see here. So we're big blind versus middle position raise. Let me see here. Ye am I calling?
Beep, beep.
Maybe at some small frequency at the time, I would call.
So you're folding. Mostly.
Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on, brother.
mostly
There's no
folding.
wrong
I would,
answers in this spot. You know, and like if you're sitting here in game, what are you doing? Like you have a time bank. Would you
yeah.
fold or call? And we're on a money bubble with this. Having both like
Yeah, I would fold.
okay, that's I appreciate the honesty. Like, are you folding offsuit 8s? King 8, Queen 8, Jack 8, 10-8.
Money bubble, one big blind.
Don't overthink it. Yeah, I think a lot of this
Call.
I want you guys to be snap, honest, thinking about it. Like I think in this group setting, you might feel like you're gonna overthink it, or there's no wrong answers. Like
Yeah.
you have an intuition that you just follow from your range in your brain. Like, just call
Yeah.
this, like don't be afraid to use that. And then if you're right or wrong, you can learn from it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better attorneys. I mainly only do cash games, but
Yep.
so it's a little different dynamic. But
Understandable. And if you are in a tournament spot, you'd be like, I usually just always kind of flick these spots. It's okay to do that and learn, but then it's like, oh, I wasn't supposed to. Now I know. Right.
mhm.
So you're out there with, are you calling your suited? Are you folding any offsuit ace? I think that's a good one. Are you folding? How about ace deuce, ace 3 to ace 9? Ace deuce to ace 9. Are you calling every single one?
No, not every single one. I would call probably ace 5 and better.
Ace 5, ace 6, and ace 7.
Call.
Okay. Let's see how you did. You're folding this. Folding offsuit eights.
Holding off suit eights.
Look how much calling we're doing here. Look at this. This is in there a little bit. I like some of the suited connectors, offsuit connectors. These low ones. You're not gonna be dominated. Low card board's better, but at the same time, if you did just flick fold, fine. To nail this, you got to be giga tight here. Yep. And this is what I'm trying to teach you guys. Like, look at the offsuit 10s even in this spot. Never finding. Yeah, I mean, if you don't, it doesn't matter, right, Pucks? Look at our EV. Like, it's not. I don't know if it's always super necessary. Maybe if you're playing on global and you have two global regs there, right? That you know are getting a little out of line with the race, and then the global reg opens and a green tag calls. Then I'm always jamming these, right? And you know who these people are. So yeah, I think it'd be reasonable. And that kind of spot. Outside of that, on Iggy, I would never do this. It's just too many unknowns and it's too soft.
Hmm.
But yeah, man,
Yeah.
we got to be pretty tight these spots. All right, last one. Last one, Corey.
Hmm.
Call.
Where we at here? 50,
Yep,
50
low
big.
jack, 50 bigs, both covered.
Calling king six and probably better. It's right there.
Are you folding any suited kings?
That's pretty much right at the cutoff. So, yeah, if we're on the money bubble, king six is even probably folding if I'm on the clock and I just want to get in.
Okay,
Ideally,
so
like king eight and better, king nine and better.
okay,
Suited.
so and then like when you're saying I want to like suited eights,
Sure.
suited nines, offsuit ace X. Are you calling any offsuit tens?
Ace 10 and better.
Okay. So this is gonna be
Um,
this is a really good lesson for you, Corey, because we've seen the charts before, and this is where I don't want you guys to just like be a robot and think I got to be tighter all the time in this spot because the few hands we looked at as examples told me to. Now we're looser, brother.
so
We're
ace 10 and
fucking
better, I'd
brother.
probably three bet.
We are calling much wider. Like you're folding king deuce and shit suited. Hell no. Like we have them both covered, and we got to flick in one. Like we're
Oh,
not
right.
folding. We're not folding king four suited and shit. No way. Right.
Gotcha.
I don't. I mean, offsuit we're still going to be pretty tight, but suited I think we're going to be be able to play our suited fives, our suited fours, a lot of our suited region now. Right. That's the
Oh,
way I would
okay.
interpret this, and then maybe our offsuit tens would be in there now, and then our offsuit connectors.
Mhm.
Like I would always play those in kind of spots like this now, and then it's kind of staying away from the offsuit 2 and 3 gappers. But yeah, we can't like. Wow, we still are super tight. But look at our kings. What the fuck? Pucks, we griefed it. This is way different than what we've seen. This is a crazy range. This is like a final table range. I don't understand why this range is like this.
Is it because they like any hand? If we raise, the other two guys are probably.
Dude, I
if
wasn't
they
even saying
shove-
range. To be honest with you, I was thinking we flat more in this spot. And I
Mm.
think if we ran this for the way our population's flat in the hijack, we would, because look at the hijack range here, guys. Who's playing like this in the piss low? How many
I
more
know.
flats do these guys play in their ranges as opposed to this solver? Way more flats
Mhm.
in the games that we play. On Iggy, nobody just has a raise only strategy here. Like guys are flatting this with king queen off, ace 10 off, suited nines, suited aces, pocket sevens and shit they're scared with, right? So this range isn't real. I mean, he doesn't have the flatting range. So, but if you're against the solver, yeah, this is crazy. I don't think population plays like this at all. Holy fuck.
Mhm.
Folding tens? You think somebody in your game's folding tens?
No
And it's
way.
an $11 tournament? Probably not, right? Hijack, low jack's opening range probably pretty straightforward. All suited aces, ace 10 off, plus five plus. But yeah, this is we can't really solve for our range here. I would be in here with a lot more suited hands in population. All suited aces, kings, queens, jacks for one, and then like ace 10 off plus this, some of these, being here with this, having covered for one more, and then just out of there. But if he only plays a very tight strategy like this, I guess we should be shook. Damn, we all got every single one of us got that wrong, myself included. And I play with this thing all the time. All right, money bubble. Last one, Corey. Do this one.
Mhm.
Calling this off, you strong enough to fold? Are you good enough to fold here on the money bubble?
No way. No way.
He says, nope, you ain't folding. So no fold.
We got
So
a
are you
button
getting in
call.
pocket jacks?
Pocket jacks? That's right there. In reality, yeah, I'm calling with pocket
Calling?
jacks. We got a
Yes.
button. We have a button call before us. I didn't see that. I'm on my phone. Sorry, I'm like
No,
zooming
no,
in
it's
here.
no, it's cool. Okay.
Oh, and it's whole different stack sizes than the last one. Okay.
All right.
I mean,
So he's in there with jacks plus.
yeah, I would jam.
Jamming jacks on the money bubble here. And these queens. So all right, let me see. Who else do I want to call on? Somebody I think that may not. No, everybody here is kind of a crusher now. Everybody's a crusher. Jackson, are you going with pocket jacks here?
Brother, you're just being nice. I am not a crusher.
Are
I'm
you-
brand new to this, man.
You are though. You do your thing with cash.
Why you lying, bro? You know this being
Nah.
recorded, man. Why you lying, bro?
I don't go with jacks here.
You would?
Nah, I wouldn't.
Would you go with these queens?
Yeah, sure.
Would you go with these queens in a 1K on the money bubble here? We're no longer in a piss low anymore, Jackson.
Sure, why not? I'd still jam it, yeah.
Pucks.
Jam
I'm sorry.
queen plus.
Pucks, you're calling and then check folding an ace king X flop.
I mean, we can call here and we still, even if something crazy happens after it, like we have what, 40 big blinds. But it's probably queens. It maybe jacks is in there and ace king, and that's it.
This is a really tough spot, honestly. I mean, are you going with jacks, pucks?
I think I flat jack.
Flat jacks. Oh my God. Tens? You flatten tens?
No, tens are gone.
Are you GGing yourself with ace king off?
We cover him.
Yeah, I mean, no, you're ripping ace king?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Let's see. Corey says all in. Or Corey, would you call in? I'm sorry, brother. Were you calling or all in? He did.
All in.
That's it. There it is. But look at jacks mixing a little bit of fold. Mixing a little bit of fold with jacks.
Yeah.
Ace king off, you can't do it.
No flats either, just jams.
No flats.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm taking ace queen suited.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I'm surprised ace queen suited.
What's the EV on ace queen?
Yeah, here's the EV. 0.66. Let's do Corey. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for stepping up. Let's go. Pucks, you got your mic today. Let's do a few.
Yep.
Damn, Skate, that background is tough. I see.
I think this is folding.
Ace queen off.
Ace queen off is folding. Ace king, ace queen suited, jack.
You're folding ace queen off here.
Yep.
Molten, would you ever fold ace queen here?
No.
Nah, me.
I fold this though. I think it's just. Oh, do I fold this?
Hell no, you don't.
Oh wait. Yeah, you're right.
I know you. You ain't folding. You
Yeah,
might
nah,
try to. You
ace
can't.
queen off, ace jack suited and tens. That's probably in my range.
Nines plus. Is it nines plus
I
or
think-
tens plus? Yeah, I'm struggling with you. Is it nines or tens plus, and then ace jack suited, ace queen off? Man, this is tough. I don't know what to do here either. I would take this in some piss lows every time.
What's the MP range? Is it? It's. I think it's going to be non-existent again.
Oh no! Well, this is 30, but yeah, you know what? You might be right.
Oh, there's a little bit in there. Okay.
Yikes! Looking at this, I just want to fold.
Maybe
ace
not
jack
ace jack
again.
suited. Maybe ace jack suited is the fold.
I
Right?
want to fold ace jack now.
I think ace queen off is folding.
It's
Ace
gone.
queen off is folding.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Whoa.
King queen suited though.
But I mean, we griefed it. Molten Ashes, we griefed it.
We did.
I mean, these two hands, yeah. How bad is it? It's bad. It's not even good in any, it's not even close. I griefed. Yeah, we can't jam that stuff. 10s plus? How about 9s? Punt. Yeah, I always struggle if I have 9s here. God. See, I'm getting better from this too. I love this. Oh God, they keep tempting us. Go ahead, Pucks. Is this the one? They keep these are the hardest spots on the money bubble, bro. This is literally the hardest hand.
We
on
have
the money
fold
bubble.
more fold equity now, and,
Yep.
and the MP is wider. I do think
Yep.
ace queen's the bottom here. I think ace queen. I think it might be ace queen off and ace jack. Ace queen. Sorry, ace queen suited. Ace jack folds. Ace jack suited folds, and then again, I think it's 10. I'm gonna say 10. And
Ace.
king queen is in there too. I think, given the lost range, and maybe a little bit of queen jack or king jack. Sorry.
It's a little bit enlightening knowing this range to flat maybe a little bit wider as well.
Yep.
This opening range wider and this flatting range probably has a few more hands in it with him being deeper as well, right?
Yep.
More fold equity is as well now. So he says all in this, and how would he do? Ace jack suited again, dude. No bueno.
No 10s either. 10s are out of there. I'd be jamming 10s all day here.
I'd be out of there with 10s every time. This is hard, man. I'd be GG with 10s every time.
Why do you think it likes king jack suited but not ace jack suited? Does it fold ace queen off? If we
When we
jam,
jam?
is that one?
Maybe folding out ace queen and unblocking some of the ace X we can get the fold out that are in his range. I don't know.
Low jack probably has more aces that flat that are like in the ace jack ace 10 suited range maybe.
Bunch of
Got
this.
both.
Yeah, we could fold out some of these ace X that he can't call with. They both have those. Running 60-40. Like, look how much more flatting this range has than the 30 before.
Yeah, a lot more.
30 is
lot
like that
more.
inflection point. When you get over 30, it starts flatting.
Correct.
And that might be why it folds tens, because low jack just flats a lot of 10x that folds.
Mhm.
Yep. All this 10x in his flatting range. Sweet. Last one. Then we'll do a quick few before we have to wrap it up.
I think this folds. I think we're super tight here.
Really?
Yep.
Still super tight when a small blind calls. Do we get to be looser when a small blind calls? Are we... Molten, would you fold this?
Yeah, we get to be looser, but I still think this folds. I think this is a little too low down. I'll start calling 7-5 suited.
Okay. Both folds when the small blind calls. I wonder if we do get to flick. Some opponents I might flick. I wonder if when the small blind calls, we get to be appropriately wider, but at the same time, money bubble problems and not wanting to get ourselves involved with some of the weakest portions of our range. But it's in there. Thank God. Oh.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't fold this. I mean,
Now did you see the answer? And then he unmutes
No.
right on time. Well done, Skate. I'm sure you, now that we see it, I'm sure you wouldn't fold it. Well done.
yep. I was just waiting for you to check
Sure.
the graph there, so I could see.
And
So I,
me and
so I could
Jason
be
have a
like,
perfect
oh,
pivot. Of
There's
course I
a
wouldn't fold
lot
this.
of
What are you
jams
guys
here,
doing?
though.
you know me, bro. I like
Not a tight
I love
range
something
with
smart.
3 betting.
There it is.
9,
Yeah.
Suited 10.
Suited
Yeah,
9, suited 10, suited jacks, suited aces. Really good spot to rip, right? This player is still opening, what, 30-ish% of hands? 32. And then this sliding range isn't the devoid of some suited 8s. Yep. Suited 8s, suited 9s, suited connectors. And this is a pretty cool flatting range looking at in the money here. So seeing that you're able to play some of our suited connectors versus cutoff open, some suited eights are in there. So this is a good spot to understand as well. Like, I don't think this is played well at all. And then we're just going 3.5x. Sweet. Let's go ahead and move over to in the money now multi-way so we can get a full view of all the spots, and then be good. 10% of the field left. We've went from 25 to 17 to in the money. And then we'll just do a quick few hands here. All right. And we call somebody. Thank you, Pucks. You the man. How many hands did you do there, Pucks? 2?
3, 4, something like that.
Drugs, you got a mic today? Molten, come on. Take us home.
Okay, so king 10 suited, even though we're in the money, I still don't think we want to flat too much. We flat a little bit, but I still think this plays better as a 3-bet.
And what size?
Like 5.5x, so 11.
5.5, 5.25x, still using his suited 10s. What's the worst offsuit ace? Are you using ace jack here as a squeeze as well? Or
Yeah, ace jack off.
ace jack off, and then suited aces. Are you going to mix in some of the wheel suited aces, use those as primarily flats and go strong linear? Do you have a strategy with those?
So I'm not going to go strong. I'm going to use. No, I'm actually just going to go strong linear here. I'm not going to use the suited the wheel aces. I don't think. I think that's better on bubble spots.
Okay.
Probably. So like ace 10 suited plus.
Yep, just more strong linear
But
in this spot.
we're flatting ace jack suited and
ace 10
noting
suited.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. No,
Yep.
mostly we put in ace 10 suited, flatting a little bit of ace 10 suited, but pure flatting ace jack suited.
Okay, how about your pairs?
Just flats until
9s, 10s.
10s plus 10s, and then we bet those.
All right,
Fold.
so pretty. You're folding this, Skate? Ooh, Skate says fold.
What's phone? Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Skate's folding to the 10s. He's trying to get in there before I click the button and not just sound smart. Let's see.
Yes.
You said call here, correct?
I said 3-bet. I said 3-bet.
Oh, you said 3-bet.
Wow! I did wow.
Skate or die. I see you, champ. Well done, champ.
That's good. Thank you.
Tight
Slightly
as
curious.
range. And what's one thing we're gonna notice from 12 big actual opening stacks in real life? They didn't decide to go all in. How many people are raised stealing this spot?
Good point.
I would not be raising the ace 10 ace. I mean, I'm not raising ace 10 and ace jack in the money in these spots ever. And I honestly think your opponents aren't going to even be mixing these suited 9s. Like the opening range is probably strongest spot with maybe a few ace 10, ace 9 opens. I see people, and then people just rip this stuff for 12, right? And then just open like a super strong linear range, which is like this and this, and then jamming ace king off. People don't have, I don't know,
There's
they're
many
clean
reasons
enough
just too strong.
strategy.
So just overfold even, just fold king jack suited, because that's already partially folding anyway.
I mean, you could,
Yeah.
you don't have to stream and look like a nit, sir. You
Yeah.
don't have to show anybody your nittiness. When I'm streaming, I feel like a giga nit in some of these spots, but I think it's just the right thing. 20 bigs, we're in the money now.
I think this is very similar to our pairs when we're just outside the money, where we can flick this in, and it's not just call, and if we hit a set, that's good. If not, we can just check forward.
Okay. So force plus, what do what do you think we're mixing pairs wise for 0 EV to call? Do you think you can call all pairs for 0 EV here at some frequency?
I
With
think
that
at some
logic,
frequency, yeah, some frequency. I think deuces threes are very low frequency, but I don't think they can be
0
EV
EV,
blinds.
but they generate 0 EV, but they can play. Okay.
Yes.
Where did we start ripping? Sevens plus, eights plus? Where does the madness with the flatting end? Nines plus?
ICM wise, I think nines plus.
I would fucking GG myself with eights. I don't think I could ever flat eights, but maybe. How about suited tens?
King 10 suited, yes. The others, no.
Queen 10 and Jack 10 folds. And then suited queens.
Jack 10 for sure folds. Queen
Yes.
10. I think Queen 10 folds too. I think Queen 10's really close, but I think Queen 10's folding.
Okay.
Suited jacks are jamming. So King Jack suited, Queen Jack suited, I think are jams.
How about offsuit aces? Ace Jack off, you jamming?
Ace Jack off. God, Ace Jack MP versus O Jack.
So hard, isn't it? That's a hard ass hand when I get dealt it.
I think without low Jack flatting, I would fold majority fold Ace Jack off. Ace Queen off plus.
Okay, let's see how he did. These are 0.0, like, yeah, like this is what I was at. Like, these are not even like it's sevens plus. GG for myself with eights. Dude, you kidding me?
Right?
I'm just
What's
trying
the
to
rate?
imagine myself sitting on stream and folding nines. I can't. Tens plus. Look at our suited, all the suited tens. Ace 10 suited, you're not jamming. Can you imagine not jamming ace 10 suited here, Molten? Look at this.
It's
Look at ace
crazy,
jack
man.
suited. It is.
I mean, I might flat Ace Jack 10 suited. I would never fold Ace 10 suited. In a million years. We just got to be really tight. Like whatever range you think you got, you still have to be tighter.
This is hard poker to play, man. Folding is sometimes really hard to do with this much. I mean, this is easy, right? Ace, looking at some ace jack. And I do think like we can't play super. Like we have to be able to make reads depending on our opponents, right? Like in this spot. If this guy or green tags and flat too much, and this guy opens a bit too much, we could probably go a pip wider. But I mean,
For sure.
I mean, even if you go a pip wider, how much more EV are you printing? It's probably still just break even or not doing great, right? Like,
Yeah.
say we just move it over a pip here, it's not like great. And then our little philosophy of being able to flat here is just not good. I would be all in with eights plus, not knowing any better, just being honest. So yeah, we all can get better. Why is this? This doesn't count.
Okay, yeah.
Fun.
Okay, so now that we're in the money, we could still be wider. We are covered by low jack, but we're in position against small blind. Where does the suited offsuit one gap start? I'd probably start with. I would fold this, I think. I'd probably
Yeah.
start with 8-6 off plus with the
8-6.
offsuit one gappers.
8-6 off plus. So offsuit sit, but not necessarily all offsuit sixes.
No,
just
no,
the
no,
offsuit
not
two gappers.
just the offsuit two gappers and well 8-7 off and 7-6 off.
Okay.
Folding all the other offsuit sixes. Suited hands, we get to defend the vast majority of them, except maybe the very, very junky ones, like 7-2 suited, H3 suited, 8-3 suited, that area.
Okay. And then offsuit nines or tens, did you say? I'm sorry.
Offsuit nines. Offsuit tens.
Just the pip. We don't get to the offsuit two gappers are gone forever, brother, pretty much. They're gone. And these suited
Even with small blind, okay.
connectors, yeah. And then like it's still offsuit tens are It's hard to pull Jack 10 off here, but I get it. And then look how much suited we're folding. A lot. Like all suited
So
three
even-
gappers, suited thing, low connectors that can make straights. These suited jacks and tens are just dog shit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy. How deep is that stack? Is it just 6 behind as well? 12.
That flattening range is so suspicious.
Hey, thanks for hanging out, Corey. Take care, brother. Have a good night or a good day.
Honestly, I would. Oh wait,
yeah,
is it
go
still
ahead.
on me or?
No, it's still on you, bro. Yeah, this
I
probably
would
has to be the
do
last one. Go ahead.
ace king off, ace queen suited.
Ace king off, ace
Uh,
queen suited,
Queen suited, 10 plus.
10s plus.
Yeah, tens I'm really pulling on. But yeah, I think 10s plus.
Buddy. B Money, I ain't even seen you all day. You're probably playing by now. You got a quick range here?
I agree. Ace queen suited 10 plus.
Ace queen suited 10s plus. Folding ace queen off, huh?
Yeah, pretty trashy at this depth, I think.
Yeah. We're just cheating. You ain't folding.
Oh,
Nice.
I think I'm just too
Ace queen
suspicious
off's
in
in
game.
there. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, Nah, yeah. Once I saw that range, 8 folding, and then we said 10s plus. Yeah, these are printing.
Too tight.
Yeah, a pip too tight. I mean, it's not. Sometimes I say to myself, like, would you have called off the low jacks all in range initially anyway? Right? And then I would have called off his range ace jack, ace jack, and then maybe we just tighten up 1 pip from there, right?
I'll be honest. Whenever I see slow jack call here, my rejam range is tighter than if low jack jammed. Because when I see a call, I always, especially low stakes, it's usually just in a deuce with aces.
But the thing is, you would have
So-
like called his. I know what you mean, because they just called to not and to induce, and yeah, because they would naturally jam some worse hands for protections, but when they call, they don't feel like they need protection, so the
Yes.
range is much stronger. Is what you're saying?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Sweet. It's almost 2 o'clock. I went a half an hour longer than I wanted to. We were having way too much fun. But yeah, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. I want to always leave it open for final thoughts, anything like that before we get out of here. Any ideas or things you guys want to see for next week before before next week? If there's something I can get working on, if something you might be struggling with, let me know and then I'll think about that. So, yep, any final thoughts, anyone?
On this vein, doing a few multi-way hands, even if you have Toe solve them beforehand, or even if we don't solve them and just chalk through them. I feel like post-flop multi-way is always a good topic.
That won't be bad. Post-flop multi-way next week. I think we might have a few sims that we can run. So I know we have some old stuff stored that we can look at. So we'll do that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, as well as maybe some like c-bet structuring, like on what boards to continuation bet, what
But
boards
multi-way?
yeah, why not? Yeah, yeah, I would say yeah, like mostly multi-way, so you get into the multi-way.
Well, yeah, I mean, c-betting strategy is going to be pretty fucking low multi-way, first in, especially out of position. But yeah, I'll see what we can come up with. Some of us are completely in the dark there. So we look at the pre-flop stuff, and then I don't know how much we have, to be honest. I know we have some hands that have been run in the past. So I'll talk to Toe, who's recording this now, and see what we can come up with. I think that's a great segue and something we don't look at a lot. So, yep, good call. Was there anything else, guys, that final thoughts, questions, or anything like that? Nope. No, thank you.
As always.
No, thank you guys for the support. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying these sessions. And hopefully it's making us all a little bit better, right? Make us all a little bit more profitable so we can all have nice things. So cool. I appreciate you guys. I'll probably be streaming later, trying to get myself in there. C-bet and 3-bet spots. Got you, Skate. You already know. But no, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the support. And let me know if you guys need anything. I think that was a great idea, Pucks. Something we can work on for next week. So I'll try to get some stuff for that, brother. All right, guys. Take care. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Awesome. Thanks, bro.
Yep.
See you tonight, hopefully.
Yep. Take care.